This morning on 7 News, without a trace, Australia joins the search for a missing AirAsia flight with 162 people on board. A man shot dead on a Sydney front lawn in a suspected drive-by shooting. And the battle for handicap honours in the Sydney Hobart.
This is 7 News Morning Edition with Robert Ovadia.
Good morning. An Australian maritime patrol plane has been deployed to help search for the missing AirAsia passenger jet. The plane, carrying 162 people, fell off radar yesterday in stormy weather over the Java Sea. Vessels from Singapore and Malaysia are on their way to the search zone. Soon they will be joined by an RAAF Orion, which took off from Darwin this morning. A man has died after being gunned down in one of 2 shootings in southwestern Sydney overnight. Matthew Snelson is at the scene in Condell Park. Matthew, homicide detectives have been called in.
No arrests over that shooting at Regent's Park either. Police are continuing their work here at Condell Park looking for bullet casings and fingerprints. We expect to hear from them later on today, Rob.
Matthew Snelson in Condell Park, thank you. Police have given up hope of finding a 6-year-old boy alive after he was swept down the Murray River on Saturday afternoon. The child was swimming with friends near a campsite on Gunbower Island, Kundruk, in northern Victoria, when they got into trouble. Tracy Moran is there. A man has died after an incident at a home west of Brisbane. Police were called to a disturbance at the Goodna property at about 11:30 last night. When they arrived, they found a 71-year-old man who had collapsed and was not breathing. Paramedics tried to revive him, but they couldn't. The occupants of the home are speaking with police. Next in 7 News, 3 killed on South Australia's roads. The United States and NATO end their mission in Afghanistan. Also, the international rescue operation to save passengers from a burning ferry. 3 people have been killed in separate car crashes in South Australia this morning. 1 person died in a 2-car smash at Clarendon in the Adelaide Hills. 2 people were killed in a head-on collision near Whyalla, northwest of Adelaide. Emergency services were called to the Lincoln Highway just after midnight. The driver of one of the vehicles and his passenger died at the scene. 3 others were airlifted to hospital with serious injuries. The United States and NATO have officially ended their war in Afghanistan after 13 years of conflict. A formal ceremony was held in secret at the US military base in Kabul. Around 13,500 troops will remain in Afghanistan in an advisory role, helping the local army and police stabilise the region. Almost 3,500 foreign soldiers died in the 13-year campaign. 41 were Australian, more than 2,000 were American. Time to check the financial markets now. The Australian share market opened higher following last week's strong lead from Wall Street. The ASX is trading 33 points higher in early trade. The Australian dollar is buying 81 US cents, 97 Japanese yen and $1.04 New Zealand. Well, next in 7 News, Glenn Maxwell's Big Bash brain snap and Mitchell Johnson accused of lacking respect before firing Australia to a first innings lead over India. That's next.
This week on Sunrise, we're rebooting your life.
From stress and bad habits
to relationships and your finances.
It all starts now.
See you in the morning.
Sport now, and Australia is building a healthy lead over India early on day 4 of the 3rd test at the MCG. The battle for handicap honours in the Sydney Hobart yacht race is still going, with Wild Rose the current leader. The crew of Wild Oats 11 celebrated their record 8th line honours title into the early hours of this morning. Owner Bob Oatley says the Super Maxi will be back next year. Well, next in 7's Morning News, the national weather forecast with David Brown. Welcome back. Well, let's get a check of the weather forecast now with David Brown. Brownie, how's it looking?
Yeah, good morning, Robert. Cool and gusty westerly changes slowly ripping across the southeast corner of the country today, whipping up gales along the coastal fringe. We can now pick it up on radar. This is it right here. It's over the western part of Victoria, producing scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. The wind's right behind it from the west, averaging 60 to 80 kilometres per hour right along the coastal fringe. The change should reach Melbourne within 2 hours. And up north, as we look across the southeast corner of Queensland, we've had a few clearing showers, but the showers will return return later this afternoon, and there's a strong chance we'll pick up the odd thunderstorm as well. Let's move on to the weather wall in Brisbane at the moment. Partly cloudy skies and a steamy 28 degrees. For Sydney, as we move down the coast now, you'll notice blue sky, currently 26 degrees, sunny top of 28 on the way. For Melbourne, that gusty westerly change, as I said, arriving within 2 hours. We'll see a few showers rolling through. Strong chance of a thunderstorm as well, currently, well, 26 degrees. And in Adelaide, 1 or 2 clearing showers, at the moment sitting on 20 degrees, heading for a high of 24. In Perth, clear skies and a very warm to hot top of 35 degrees. For Hobart, a few passing showers moving through and 26 degrees. Now, over the next 24 hours, you'll notice that the cold front moving across that southeast corner. The cool air pushing all the way up towards southern parts of Queensland. More showers and storms redeveloping in this region tomorrow afternoon. So for Brisbane, a top of 33 degrees. Sydney should be fine, 28. Melbourne, a clearing shower or two around 21 degrees. Adelaide, fine, partly cloudy skies, 25. And Perth, a hot one, 39 tomorrow. That's latest weather. More at 4, Rob.
Thanks, Brownie. Finally, Victoria's Werribee Open Range Zoo has unveiled a special post-Christmas present. This rare white baby rhino was born on Saturday. She weighs a healthy 67 kilograms and has been nicknamed Salts until an African name is found for her. And that's the latest 7 News. I'm Robert Ovadia. Thanks for your company. Goodbye.